shit take the pain away. Where would I be without the love? I'm just hoping they don't fade away. I always knew I was the one. I really think that I was made that way. I never knew I'd be a thug, but I was stuck in so.
What's going on, Slave Fam? It's your girl Steph, and I'm back with another video. Okay, hey. Y'all see that shoulder work? I'm back with my best friend. We're gonna do a little story time for y'all. Before we get into the video, make sure you give me a like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications so you know every single time that I post. Make sure you go follow me on Instagram at _Steph Mitch, and make sure you go subscribe to both of his channels. I'll link them below because he got two of them. 2H2O and Woo Got Game. And follow him on Instagram at Woo Got Game 26.
Big 26.
Yeah. What does 26 stand for? I'm just kidding.
Wow.
I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna head out.
That's his birthday. But anyway, we're gonna talk to y'all, smoke some hookah, you feel me?
No, big hookah. I ain't make the flex. So
you know, yeah, it's just mint. It ain't nothing crazy.
That been busting up?
I'm trying to get it there. Sorry.
Little delay.
It's a little
harsh. That big in there. That big in there. Big smoke. No pot smoke.
So we're gonna talk to y'all. We're gonna give y'all a little story time about our friendship, okay? Because I know, you know, sometimes people will be wondering, like, if people is, like, really best friends, or, like, if they just be calling them they best friends or whatever. But, like, for those of you that don't know, we've been friends since we were, like, what, 11 or 12 years old? Something like that. 6th, 7th grade type shit. When did you come to school?
7th grade.
7th grade. So 7th grade. And, like, do you remember how we met?
Trying to think. I want to say it was like in a computer class.
I think you're right.
When we was learning how to type.
Learning how to type.
They had put a rag over our hands so we didn't look at the keyboard and type.
Yo, you know what's crazy? I was just having this conversation with somebody because I was typing and I wasn't looking at the keyboard. I was looking at the screen and I was just typing away, and they was like, it was this guy, he's a producer and everything. He was just like, you can type without looking, like, and this man, he be on the computer, on the keys, or doing all types of stuff, and he still gotta like look at the keyboard. Right. And I'm like, nah, I just be, you know what I'm saying? I don't gotta look. And I was telling him, like, we had a computer class in school, and like they really taught us that. And then, you know, it just
on an old school Mac.
Old school Mac
with the clear backs.
Yes, they was colored. The colored ones, y'all remember? Yeah. If y'all too young for that, I don't know what to tell you, but
yeah, them drones was ancient. They dinosaurs.
So we met. He transferred to our school in 7th grade. Where'd you transfer from?
Landis Middle School, that prison where they had bars on the windows and.
All right then.
Yeah, my dad was like, nah, we gotta get you out of here.
So he transferred to Seabrook. Shout out Seabrook. Yeah, so we went to school together. We went to middle school together. All I remember is like we just clicked. Like all I remember, like we just was friends, like right off the bat. Like I was a very talkative person. He was pretty quiet, but once you got to know him, like he opened up, but he was just really quiet. That's all I remember is that you was just
like that.
You was quiet. Yeah, you still like that. But you was just really quiet, and I just remember talking to you. I don't remember like specifics. I just remember talking to him, and then we was just friends. And you know, like little birthday parties and stuff like that, and all that. You know.
Went to your sweet 16.
He did come to my sweet 16.
At Gia's. I was singing karaoke.
My sweet 16 was crazy. Oh my god.
That joke was lit.
You think so?
I had fun.
I had fun too. Yeah, like so we just been locked in ever since. So we was friends in middle school, all the way into high school. We still remain friends.
You was my cheerleader for football too.
Oh yeah, the midget league. He used to play football for the midget league, football, and I was a cheerleader. I cheered there since I was 7 years old. So he was on the team. I was his little cheerleader or whatever. You feel me?
Go woo woo, go woo woo, go woo woo,
go woo woo. On the sidelines, for real, acting like I knew what football was about. I did learn about football through that though, because you know, being a cheerleader for football, you had to. They don't do this no more because the cheerleaders don't be knowing for football, but back then we had to know, you know, what cheers to do for, like we had to know when we was on offense or defense, and we had to know, you know, specifics of the game to know which cheers to do. So that was pretty cool. We had a good childhood.
Facts.
Yeah.
I miss it.
Me too. Me too. But yeah, we stayed friends through high school. We didn't really hang out too much in the beginning of high school. Really,
because we went to a bigger school.
We went to a bigger school. We made more friends, but we still kept in touch. Like we were still close or whatever. Yeah, we was friends all through high school.
It was like December 2010, like January. That's when we separated a little bit for a little while.
Who, me and you?
Yeah, because of you and my ex.
So he dated this girl, and me and her were actually best friends too. And long story short, she was doing some stuff that wasn't like
she was supposed to do.
And you know, he was my friend since middle school and everything. And I don't know if I was wrong or not, but I didn't actually tell him what was going on. I told my boyfriend at the time, which is crazy because he has a whole YouTube channel with him now. I told him at the time what was going on, and you know, he was friends with him too, like close friends with him too, so he felt the need to say something to him, that's a real friend, you know. And I was telling him as my boyfriend because I confided in him, and you know, wherever it went after that wasn't my business, you know. But at the same time, I kind of like wanted it to get back to you, but I just felt like it wasn't my place to say something. So I did that, and my boyfriend at the time told him, and then they had issues after that, and whatever, they still was together, but she didn't like me no more, so she hated me. She completely cut me off from everything. So then after that, me and him really didn't talk that much either, because it was just like a whole bunch of just drama for real, between everybody, really.
Especially when you and bro broke up.
And me and that guy broke up like not long after that. You know, that was like a little, you know, a little high school relationship or whatever. Like it wasn't that crazy. So it's just like whatever, we ended. And then I was without the boyfriend and one of my best friends. And then me and him also didn't really talk, because he was still with her and she didn't like me. So it was just a whole bunch, like whatever. But I mean, he didn't, as far as I know, you didn't have any issues with me. It's just like he was just trying to be.
I still spoke to you in school and stuff.
Yeah, like he wasn't rude or, you know, he wasn't like that or nothing. But out of respect for his girlfriend at the time, he just didn't communicate with me like that.
We had a bunch of graduation parties well after we graduated, and then I seen you.
Yeah, yeah. So you and her broke up when?
2012.
Yeah, so like we graduated high school in 2010, and we were like, our entire class was just close. Like everyone in the class was close. Like everyone that had graduation parties, like every single person in our class had graduation parties, and we all attended everybody's parties. So like everybody was still always around each other. And then even after the graduation parties, people still would get together and like have parties and stuff. And you know, we was just all bound to see each other no matter what. So everybody, I feel like there wasn't too much drama. I feel like everybody kept cool. You know, if you didn't like somebody, you just stayed away from them, and you know, shit like that.
In college, I seen you in college.
We definitely seen each other in college, for sure. We both went to county college. We wasn't as close, like I said, that we was before, but we still was cool with each other. It was just under the circumstances. And then right around the same time that they were breaking up, I got into a relationship with a guy who I dated for 3.5 years. And that was the most toxic relationship I've ever been in. And that relationship, I lost a lot of friends because I chose him over everybody. Like I would choose him first, which I will never do that again in my entire life. But back then, you know, when you're young and you know, you think you in love and stuff like that, you kind of do some crazy things.
Like 20,
so
21.
yeah, I was I was not, I think 19 when I started dating him, and then we dated until like from like 20 to like 22 and a half, 23-ish area. Yeah, we dated. So I lost contact with all my friends, all my guy friends especially. He did not want me being friends with nobody.
Nope.
Which
then I
is
ended up in the hospital.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the first sign of like that's a red flag. That's a huge red flag. When your significant other doesn't want you to be friends with people that you've known your whole life, like that's a problem.
Then I ended up in the hospital.
He ended up in the hospital.
I had I don't know how to say that, Joan. It's from like extreme exercising and not hydrating enough. A lot of athletes get it. I was working out. I had a trainer and everything, and my muscle breakdown was clogging my kidneys. So my kidneys were about to explode on me. So I ended up in the hospital for about a month with an IV in my arm, constantly flushing my body out. And then Steph found out I was in the hospital from Tanae.
Shout out to Tanae.
Shout out to Little Head. And I guess she said we want to go see what the hospital or something like that.
Yeah, so that story is crazy. So me and the guy that I was dating or whatever, we we lived together and we was going through some shit for real. Like we was literally on the verge of breaking up, and it was that's what was it, summertime or something like that?
It was July 4th weekend.
Okay, that makes complete sense because me and him broke up literally right after that. So right before that, like those, like maybe like 3 or 4 months before that, me and him was already like not good. We wasn't good pretty much the whole relationship, but those 4 months, it was like I was trying to figure out a way to not be with him no more, but it was just really hard. We had a house together, he had a son. It was just a lot. So Tanae came over, she was at my house. I had a party for 4th of July weekend. She was at my house that day for the party, and then the next day is when we found out you were in the hospital. And I think your dad called her or texted her or something like that. Reached out to her to let her know that he was in the hospital. When she was at my house, my ex at the time, I mean my boyfriend at the time, he wasn't home. So she was like, Woo's in the hospital, like I'm going, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm gonna go see him. So she was like, I think you should really come with me. And I was like, oh, I'm coming. Like as soon as we found out he was in the hospital, I didn't care about nothing. I was like, you know what? Fuck this man that I'm with. I don't give a fuck. Like I don't care if this man was about to try to beat me when I got home. I didn't care because I'm telling you it was a really crazy relationship. But anyway, so Tanae drove us to the hospital and we went over there and you was good. We was there. It was your mom was there, your dad was there. Who else was there?
That was it.
No, it was one of your other friends.
Oh, LaRod.
I think that's when I met LaRod.
Yeah.
Rod was there, me and Tanae. And all I remember from that is my guy, whoever the fuck he was at the time. He kept calling my phone like, yo, where you at? Where you at? Like bugging, right? And I was like, I was low-key scared of him for real. So I kept answering the phone and I kept like, you know, telling him like, yo, calm down, like whatever. What the fuck is going on? Why are phones going on?
The heck of I know. We popular. I wish.
So, phones don't go off no other time besides when we doing a video. So I remember being on the phone with him you was in the hospital room. I was in there and I think I stepped out or whatever, and your dad told me come back in. He was like, nah, come back in. You can talk to him in front of all of us. And I was like, and his dad is like my dad for real. Like he really called me his daughter. So it was like, he was like, nah, you can speak in front of all of us. So I was like, okay, like whatever. So I come back, this man is yelling at me on the phone. His dad going to get on the phone and talking about I forgot what he said. But he was like, he was yelling at him. Or I was on the phone and he was standing right next to me and he was like, yeah, you cut that shit out. Like, basically like telling my boyfriend at the time, like, she's good. Like, she's hanging up the phone. Like, she's getting off the phone. She's visiting her friend. Like,
I was like, Steph, hang up the phone, Steph.
He was in the hospital bed, like, get off the phone. Like, stop talking to him. Like, whatever. Because, like, I was like in tears. Like, he was like making me cry because he was like saying so much hurtful stuff and everything. And like, it was just so bad. And I just remember like, just being like, wow, like I felt so safe with y'all. And I was like, these are my real friends. Like, this is where these are the people I need to surround myself with. Like, not people like him, you know, like that was like a life changer thing for me too. And then, yeah, you remember anything else from the hospital when I came?
Nah, just remember trying to tell you, give me the phone, give me the phone, give me the phone. But you won't give it to me.
Woo was trying to fight. He was trying to fight, and I was
I'm
like,
in the hospital with an IV in my arm. Yo, just give me the phone.
I was like,
give me
no,
the phone.
I can't be stressing you out like this. So I kept hanging up on the phone. I kept hanging up. The dude kept calling back. Kept hanging up, calling back, hanging up, like, you know, F you button type shit.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
I know the nurses probably, what the hell is going on?
What is going on here?
Now that I think about it.
Yeah, but I mean, after that, like, me and Wu kept in contact forever. After that, it was just, we was just inseparable.
Right.
Like, we just started hanging out again.
Once boy got kicked out the house.
Oh yeah, once I kicked him out and got out of that relationship, that's
when I started
the best day of my life.
Me and Lil Bro them.
Yeah, him and Jock used to come over to the house. I hated living by myself in that house because it was in the middle of the woods. I lived with that man for 3 years, so I wasn't used to living by myself. I had bills to pay by myself now. Like, it was something crazy. So they always kept me company. They always kept me company. Yeah, y'all kept me comfy for real. And just like made me feel like safe and everything. And then after that, like, we just hung out like every day. We was together every day pretty much.
Word up.
After that.
When I got out of work.
Every time.
Right over there.
Yep. It was either you or Jacques over there all the time.
Weekends. Big old slumber parties.
Yeah, every weekend. Every weekend we was together. Every single weekend we was together. Just doing whatever. Like, we was just chilling, smoking, hookah, everything. It was crazy. Like, yeah, we had so much fun. That was like a really good time.
No, it was.
And it's just been like that ever since. And that was in 2015, I want to say, 2015.
Yeah, 14, 15.
14, 15. No, I think I broke up in 15. Yeah, I don't know. What the fuck is going on?
Is there something going on that
I don't know. I felt so weird. Like, what's going on? But anyway. And then when I moved to Cherry Hill, we wasn't together all the time, but we literally FaceTime like every single day. Like, we talk every day. Whether it's like...
When you moved to Blackwood first.
Oh, I moved to... Oh my God. I moved to Blackwood first. And we didn't see each other as much. But we did still see each other a lot. You was always over the crib. And I was always out there. I was still taking care of that other house while I was living in Blackwood. So I was always back and forth.
She had 2 houses.
I had
what are you talking about?
2 houses. I was broke as fuck. But yeah, like, it's crazy. It's really crazy, like, when you look back on it.
That was a while ago.
It was a long time ago. Yeah, and then I moved back from Blackwood, back to my mom's crib. That's a whole nother story. And then we was together. Definitely when I lived in my mom's crib, I was always at his house, always.
Yep.
And then I moved to Cherry Hill a year after that, and then you would come out here, and I've been out in Cherry Hill ever since. And yeah, we don't hang out as much, but we try to, at least like a couple times a month. You know,
always FaceTime.
We FaceTime every single day. We just be on FaceTime, just not even talking about nothing.
Don't even be talking, just be on FaceTime. Smoking hookah.
Smoking hookah, listening to music, watching TV. And then we just like come back to have conversation like in between stuff. Like, yeah, did you see this meme? Like, and we be sending each other, we be on FaceTime sending each other shit on Instagram and TikTok. It's just crazy. But he's really always there for me, like, through everything. And I really never, back then, like, when it makes me reflect on the times that I didn't appreciate it, you know? Because I'm so appreciative now and so grateful for our friendship now. And it's like, back then, I can't believe that I was in a space where I just didn't appreciate that, you know? It's just so crazy, like, all the emotions that you go through as you grow up, you know?
Life lessons.
Yeah, seriously.
Life lessons, that's it.
And we've had our fair share of like people thinking that like we've like messed around with each other, or you know, like I've had guys who were insecure about me and his friendship.
Swore they wasn't.
Swore they wasn't insecure, but they was really insecure. Because our friendship's different than most people, I guess you could say, because we're literally like family. Like I can walk up to his mom crib and just like, hey, like I don't even have to tell him that I'm coming. I can just come and like I'm there, you know what I mean? If I need to stay there or whatever, like, and I spend the night at your house. We sleep in the same bed sometimes, and like people don't understand like that it's like, but that's literally my brother, you know? So it's like, we don't think about it like that in that way, but other people like outside looking in, they be like, that's weird or whatever. But it's like, they my brothers. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I guess
I'm a cool dude.
People not used to like girls and guys being able to just be like that with each other.
And that's the thing with me. I mean, everybody thinks because I have a lot of female friends that I'm messing around with every single one. No, I just like having female friends because I have a lot of guy friends, a lot of gangsters, and we go out. I mean, it's cool we go out, but I don't have as much fun when I go out when I'm with the gang. But when I'm out with a bunch of females know how to have fun at a party, and I like dancing, I like turning up, I like having fun. So that's why I like hanging around more females than guys. Yeah,
and I like hanging out with guys a lot. I mean, I have a lot of girlfriends that are really close to me, but like my guy friends, I just click with guys a lot more. Like they just more like more chill and just like relaxed, right. Like not so like drama filled, I guess. Right. Where like, you know, I've had my fair share of female friends that was full of drama.
Full of it.
I was like, I'll be friends with them 1 minute and then the next minute we not talking no more, and I can't stand shit like that. So I don't like drama. I don't like doing none of that stuff. So it's like, I've always had a lot of guy friends. I don't know, people, and that's the crazy thing, like females used to tell him, I think they're used to it now. You think so?
Right.
Like,
gotta be.
I mean, yeah, we made up after the whole thing with my ex and like how we stopped being friends. Like me, him, and Jock all made like a pact, like we're not gonna let anyone come in between our friendship. You know what I'm saying?
Jock went through it too.
Jock went through it too. Jock's ex or whoever she was didn't like me, didn't like Boo. It's just like, you know, and we just all made a pact that we're just not gonna let people come in between our friendship because it's not worth it. You know, like this is our family, so y'all gotta take it and, you know, for what it is. Like y'all gonna have to accept it or not, you know, and that's not our problem if you don't.
Nope.
So yeah, I mean, but we definitely had some times where people was even I'm telling you, I feel like everybody always thought that we was like messing with each other. Everybody. It's so crazy though.
It's because of the generation we live in.
Yeah, like me, Woo, or Jock, we've never done anything like that with each other. We've literally always been like this. Like it's just never been anything more than that. There's been people like people in his family that was like, why isn't she your girlfriend? And then like people in my family like, why isn't Woo your boyfriend? And we're like, ew. Like, why are we?
Big sis, what are you talking about? That's weird.
It is weird. It is. And like he's messed with people that was friends with me, and they would like try to like tell me like about like sexual thing. I'm like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. That's weird. Fucking weird. Like I don't want to hear that shit. Like oh sorry. Like I'm like, yo, like don't, like I don't think people understand. All in all, this is my best friend. When I say that, don't take it lightly. You feel me? That's really my dog. That's my brother. His mom is my mom. His dad is my dad. You feel me? It's
Mama
like
Dukes is Mama Dukes.
You feel me? My mom love him.
Right.
You know, my dad and him used to work together.
Tim Mitch. Shout out to Tim.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So it's just like
Tim and Laura used to be real cool.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
They work the same shift.
Yeah. It's just we just family. So we just wanted to touch on that because a lot of people always ask me, you know, well, back when we was posting a lot of videos and stuff, people would always like ask me like, how did we meet and things like that. So we just wanted to come and touch on it and just explain to y'all in like a little 20-minute video, you know, fast forward a little timeline of our friendship. and how we got here to this day. And if y'all have any other questions for us, like how we remain friends through different obstacles and things like that, like make sure you put it in the comments. If y'all want to know how to deal with people that don't like you having a guy friend or a girlfriend, like, you know, any questions that y'all have about that, just make sure you let us know, and we can definitely touch on it for you.
Definitely.
Because we've experienced all of that. Like, we've experienced anything that you can think of. We've experienced it together, and we made it through. You know, there's been times where, you know, we got into little altercations and things like that too, and we, you know, we come out on top every single time, and that's really all that matters. You feel me? So if y'all need any advice on that, you know, just let us know. If you want to know anything else about us, just let us know. Drop it in the comments.
Comment and join up. And like this join up.
Like this join up. You got anything else you want to say?
Yeah, if you like french fries, like the video. I just ate some bomb ass Shake Shack french fries.
I'm dead. Alright, y'all. We'll catch you in the next one.
Peace!
Oh, alright, what? Tell Steph I said what's up.
You don't speak a shit.
Hi.
What's up, Steph?
I love you.
Love you too.
Yeah, we just talking mad shit about you in the video.
No, we wasn't.
It's like, nah.